AWS Subnet. Description: a logical subdivision of a VPC, providing a distinct network space within the VPC. Prerequisites: a virtual private cloud VPC must be created before subnets can be defined within it. Use cases: deploying resources within a VPC. Subnets allow you to organize resources within the VPC based on their purpose or security requirements. Creating private and public subnets: you can create subnets that are accessible from the internet, public subnets, and others that are not. Private subnets. Defining security boundaries: subnets can be used to isolate resources and control network traffic flow within the VPC. You can achieve this by configuring security groups and network ACLs for each subnet. Controlling network traffic flow: you can use subnets to route traffic between resources within the VPC and the internet. Step-by-step implementation of general use cases. Create a VPC. Use the AWS console or AWS CLI to create a VPC in a desired region. This defines the overall network space for your resources. Create subnets within the VPC. Define one or more subnets within the created VPC, specifying their CIDR blocks and availability zones. Assign resources to subnets. Launch EC2 instances, databases, or other resources within the defined subnets. Configure security groups and network ACLs. Implement security measures by configuring security groups for controlling inbound and outbound traffic to resources within the subnet. Network ACLs can be used for more granular network control at the subnet level. Challenges and fixes. Subnet size mismatch: the subnet CIDR block might not be large enough to accommodate the desired number of resources. Adjust subnet size to accommodate resource needs. You can modify the CIDR block of an existing subnet or create a new subnet with a larger CIDR block. Subnet overlaps: the CIDR blocks of two or more subnets within a same VPC might overlap, causing conflicts. Ensure subnet CIDR blocks do not overlap. Carefully select CIDR blocks for each subnet to avoid overlapping with other subnets within the VPC. Subnet connectivity issues: resources in a subnet might not be able to communicate with other resources within the VPC or the internet. Verify routing tables and subnet associations. Check the routing tables associated with the subnet and ensure that they correctly direct traffic. Verify that the subnet is correctly associated with the VPC and availability zone. Check for network ACL restrictions. Review the network ACLs associated with the subnet to ensure that they are not blocking a required traffic. Subnet security vulnerabilities: resources within a subnet might be exposed to security risks if proper security measures are not in place. Implement security groups and network ACLs. Use security groups to control inbound and outbound traffic to resources within a subnet. Configure network ACLs for more granular control at a subnet level. Use security best practices. Adhere to security best practices for managing resources within the subnet, such as keeping software up to date and using strong passwords. Subnet resource limitations: a subnet might not be able to support the desired number of resources due to limitations on the subnet size or the available resources in the availability zone. Consider increasing subnet size or creating additional subnets. You can increase the subnet size by modifying the CIDR block, or create additional subnets within the VPC to distribute the resources across multiple subnets.